Welcome to a quick overview of Destiny. This won't be quick, as I feel like this game is not being represented well in the press. Giant Bomb, GameSpot, and Polygon, sites I do like. Not that much Polygon, but I enjoy their videos. They give it a 6 out of 10. That is borderline broken for me. They just snark it for the repetitiveness of the game. Because as of right now, Monday night, 10 o'clock, there's no raid yet. So tomorrow at 6 p.m., September 16th, or 9 a.m., September 16th, they're going to open up the raid. Okay. An MMO is repetitive. That's all it is. WoW, WildStar, SOTOR. I guess Elder Scrolls, I've never played that actually. They're repetitive. And I think they're like looking at it, trying to compare it to Borderlands, which is not repetitive. It is repetitive where you're doing missions, but you're progressing through the story. And another thing is they do narc on the story a lot. So let's start out here. So you can settings, log out here. Let's just change character. So when you start the game, you can choose from 3 classes. Titan, Hunter, and Warlock. Each classes have a subclass. Their secondary subclass starts at 15, which does suck, because you have to level it up. So I was leveling up, I'm leveling up a Warlock. I had Voidwalker, I locked it a lot, and I was just so deep into Voidwalker, I was just like, fuck it, I'm not going to go to Sunsinger. Then I started looking at some of the stuff that Sunsinger has. It's actually really good. It's almost 2 different abilities, but overall, that's the only difference. They do have some back-end stats, but again, you're changing talents to have more recovery, which allows you to recover your shields more, armor to take more hits more, or agility to move faster. So but Warlock by default is going to have more recovery. Hunter is going to have more agility, and the Titan is kind of like your soldier. Is going to have a lot more armor. But that's pretty much it. There's no healing class. There's no tank class. Everybody's DPS. Dungeons, or they call it fire strikes, or fire teams, are 3. And with a new raid coming out tomorrow, is 6. And I think that's pretty good. This is one of the first kind. I guess there was Defiance, but that was a clusterfuck. It's so bad that they actually ended up going free to play. It was a huge time with sci-fi, and I don't consider that channel, that network, anything good. I watched a few episodes. Anyways, but when we first start that off, let's go with the Hunter. But this is your default look. The Warlock's gonna have like a duster. The Hunter's gonna have a kind of like a cloak, and the Titan's just gonna be like heavy, just heavy armor. Let's do a Hunter. So you have between 3 genders, or 3 races. There's no difference. Human, and the Awoken, which are, the story doesn't tell what these are. In fact, throughout the story, you only meet 1 Exo, and you meet the Awoken in the far regions. Again, the story is horrible. Peter Dinkley, famed of X-Men, Future of Past, and Game of Thrones. I really like the guy. I think he's a great actor, but he was just the way he acts. He needs to be a robot, and he's fluctuating too much in his pitch, and I really had a problem with that. But anyways, there's male or female. The male Awoken, I've noticed they're a little bit more emo. So like you can have hair like it's just really weird. Yeah, here we go. It's like, that's become me. But we'll do Exo, which are like a cyborg creature. Let's do that. all sorts of colors, skin color. Let's do orange. And mouth color is white. Or, I guess no mouth color. And eye color will be orange. And then we have some face features. Let's see here. Anything good? Anything? Let's see here. Like that. We'll do with that. And markings. What if that's a in the 7? It's not showing up. Maybe go darker. There we go. Or I like that a lot. And we're done. That's pretty much it. It's really sad you spend all this time working on your character. You kind of never see your character, except when you go into the tower. You always have a helmet on. So if you played the beta, the first intro is exactly like that. Maybe a few little bit more audio cues and all that stuff, but it's very, you know, hey, you're the chosen one, but like, whoa, there's other of you, but you're the real chosen one. It's kind of how the story goes. It's like you're the only one that can do this, but there's also other people like you doing this. MMOs don't have story. You know, WoWstar had its, you know, we gotta go to the Nexus. That was it. You know, Mists of Pandaria, the latest expansion pack was, you know, we found this new town, this new continent. Let's kill shit. Welcome. But that's pretty much it. Interesting. You know, that's it for early game. Settings are a little bit weird though. There's no sound control. The music can get really annoying. Where's the logout? Here we go. So we'll check out the end game, or you know what you do. You know, try the level. You just follow the story. You can do that solo, 100% solo. I actually don't know how many ults you can have. I mean, you would only need 3, but they carry your name. The bank is shared. The glimmer, which is your currency, is all shared. So, the max level is technically 20. At 20, you don't gain any more XP experience. So let's go to the tower. This is where everything is. This is where you're gonna always come back to for ammo. You can purchase ammo packs. Guns, all sorts of stuff, identifying stuff, post office and bounty boards. Some quests say you have to go here to get a reward, and all that stuff. When you first start out the game, if you haven't played the beta, you progress, you get a ship, you go to the tower, blah blah blah. Then you get to work a few more missions. Like the 3rd mission, you finally get a sparrow, which is your mount. So you really get going real fast, and it's really nice that they add a mount. And then later on, you actually you can purchase a mount, or you can wait throughout the mission around level 14 or 15, I forgot. You get a better mount, and you can even buy an even better mount. You can also start up your first ship. You can practically scrap that. Later on, you will get a bigger ship. But again, that doesn't do anything difference. Is more like cosmetic. So we have this robot here. He's the kind of like the guard of any MMO. He's like, hey, what's going on here? So we got vanguards, which is your PvE vendors. These are like Warlock, Titan, and Hunter classes are gonna sell some icons, or emblems is what they call, and some armor. Over here we have Dread Orbit, Dead Orbit, Future Roar Cult, and New Monarch. These are rep vendors. You get rep from buying their little arm bracelet, which is like a tabard, and then you do some PvP in the Crucible, and you get rep to there. And each different faction has different items for int and discipline and all that stuff for other. But I'll get to that later. Then you have special orders, which is your mailbox. Postman. Right now, postmaster is your mailbox. If you forget blue in a dungeon, you leave it. They send it off. Special orders is, I think, for pre-order stuff. Cryptotarch is your like Deckard Cain. Gunsmith is where you can buy some guns. Quartermaster is where you buy your Vanguard weapons. The Speaker is he's just something. And your Vault is your bank. And that's 4 accounts, so you can put stuff in there. And then your other alts can get into it. And the Outfitter is a kind of like a purely cosmetic. So let's go into the Vault. So it's like you got some slots here, weapons, armor, blah blah blah. With a Cryptarch, you get a item. Do I have one? Right here. You get some anagrams. You know, they come in white, green, and blue. There's probably purple ones too, but there's a possibility it could be an uncommon item, rare item, or even a legendary item for random class. So that's cool. And so in terms of color, you get your basic colors. You got white, green, blue, and purple. They call purple legendaries instead of epics. So you can't really sell anything. So what you do is you dismantle stuff. It's really nice. You dismantle, you get some glimmer, and you get some weapon parts. Weapon parts are used for upgrading your weapons. So let's talk to this guy. Let's see what we got. Okay. Okay. Oh, cool. I got some rep. So there is a rep for this guy too. Looks like I got some Nemesis Plane. So what is that? Is that going to be an upgrade? Yes, it is. So what we got here, we got 3 stats. We got Intellect decreases the cooldown time of your Radiance, which is your main ability, which is your when you press L1 or R1 on bumpers on Xbox. Discipline reduces the cooldown time of your Grenade, which is going to be your L1. And Strength reduces the cooldown time of Scorch, which is your melee special, which is R1. So we have that, and then once you get to 20, you get items that increase your light, which is like your Paragon in Diablo 3. You get more light through just pure gear. So right here we have a gloves that are +9 to light. But I also have gloves right here are +10 to light. So right there, you can see the bar right here. This would be before 20. This would be green, and now that I'm over 20, this is yellow. So I can save this, or I can dismantle it. I am going to save it, just in case, you know, tons of spots. We're just going to store it in here. I love the UI. The UI is great. So we got a 18. Let's get rid of that one. And so I already have an 18 this in there that's better, and so I'll just vendor that. Then class armor. This is purely cosmetic. So what this is right here. You have this little armband. You know, gives you a little, you know, something. See, it's really fucking nothing. These are the tabards. I like the mystic one. And down here, your equipment. So you start off with a ghost. You can customize it. I think you can buy more if you pre-ordered. You know, certain versions have certain, you know, legendary ghost shells. These are just purely cosmetic. Same with a seeker. So you know, this is an uncommon one. You know, speed. There's the first one is a little bit down. 70 durability. You know, break and you know accelerate. Here's your emblems. These are your you can buy these or get these from pre-orders, or I think you can find them. And then these are the shaders, which change your color. So this, without shaders, this is what my armor looks like. You know, whatever. And then, you know, I can add shaders, so now I'm purple. And now I'm like a white and green. This was I like this. In DC Online, you would have styles that you can apply to your armor. So you can always look like the same person, which I thought was amazing. And then for ships, you know, you get different ships. They don't do anything. So, you know, preview, this is the first ship you get. And this is the ship you get for pre-ordering. I think you could choose, actually. And then you can buy them. So, this is going to be a long video. I hope not too boring. Gunsmith, You can buy some guns here. All the vendors restock every 24 hours. So it's really nice. You can always get something different. Oh, there's always a chance there will going to be a rare in here. So you can always buy that. Then you can buy some ammo. You get 3 different types of ammo. You got your primary, heavy, and no, this is heavy, and then this is special. So your primary is your scout rifle, it's a single shot DMR. Pulse rifle, which is just a burst rifle. Auto rifle, which is like a regular, assault rifle, and then a hand cannon, which is a revolver that does the most damage per shot. What you do is you purchase those, and then you can go into your inventory, and then you use it, and you get a full stack of ammo. It's good for boss fights. And here is your bounty board. You can have bounties for okay, you get ripped for that. Crucible. For PvE, which is your Vanguard, or Crucible, which is your PvP. Defeat 25 Titans in the Crucible, or earn first blood 3 times, or blah 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 blah. You finish those. You turn these in. You're gonna get reputation with the Crucible, or even the faction you're tied to, and experience. So up here you have your Crucible, Vanguard marks, and Crucible marks. And your current currency. Again, it also restocks every 24 hours. This is going to be a little bit boring, I'm very sorry, but this is... Oh, what do we got here? Okay, so what I get a 2nd rank on the Cryptarch. And so they're going to give me an item. I wonder what this does. So I can go back here. And let's see what I get. I can even do this more. Every time you do this, you actually get experience for your gear. So it's pretty crazy. This game is really deep. Oh wow, that's even an upgrade too. Ooh, whoa. Oh, it's a machine gun. I'm not a fan of machine guns. So you can see here on this, there's a progress bar right here. So if I press details here, I can, okay, it's going to do void damage. I have no idea what that fucking means. So we have different like red dot lights, more range, faster reload, or we can do more stability over range. I expect to find more ammo for this gun, and then you can see the glimmer and then weapon parts. Increases attack power, and then it increases the attack power even further. Stability. It's all for all the blues, a lot of that, and some greens too. But when you get later on, it gets pretty intense. So increase the increase shotgun ammo, upgrade defenses, hand cannon ammo, blah blah blah, all that stuff, all that good stuff. I'll slowly get to the Warlock, but it's a really small town. There's everything there. There's no auction house. You can't really send anybody items. So here's your Crucible vendor. So you're gonna have legendary gear, rare gear, epic gear, which is level 20. It's gonna have light gear. So it requires 65 marks, but it also requires Crucible 2. Again, that does require you to have all that stuff. And let's see here. And then this is the vendor for weapons.
Yes.
So again, this does it restock? No. You can also buy vehicles here. So it's going to be, again, it's going to be a little bit faster. Durability is going to be higher. This one has an extra ability where you can press L1 and R1 for quickly lateral movement. You got auto rifle, pulse rifle. Oh wow, different kind of. Oh wow, the rate of fire on this is insane, but the impact is low. Interesting. Machine gun, rocket launcher, blah blah blah. And then you get your Vanguard Warlocks. So throughout the game, you're gonna be talking to your vendor. Depending on what class, if you're Hunter, you're going to be talking to this guy a lot. If you're, Titan, you're going to be talking to this guy a lot. This guy is voiced by Nathan Fillion. They got an all-star cast, and this guy is voiced by the guy from Fringe, the black guy. And I forget what her name is. I've heard her voice before, but they also offer armor for certain that restock. Yeah, restocks. I could also buy emblems. Here's your gear, blah blah blah.
Come back soon.
But it's a really easy town, you know. If you have a smartphone or a tablet, you can easily get the Bungie app, the Destiny Bungie app, and you have your
Checking right now.
your thing. So what is? Oh yeah. So if I like somehow vendor this, I could repurchase this stuff from her. But this is all pre-order shit, or like promo codes or something. Getting there, getting there. Maybe I'll make marks in the video on where I talk about stuff. Over here is the cool thing. This is the Guardian Outfitters. So here you can buy shaders, which again change the color, and I also buy emblems. So I can't preview, which sucks. But yeah. And then I think this will do it with this. There's a another Monarch vendor. It's gonna have you buy one of these. Reputation gained in new Monarch when acquired, when equipped. So it's two different things. They're going to focus more on strength and intellect than other classes.
If you know anyone who's interested, send them our way.
At your service, Guardian.
So if you want a faster, faster reload, or a faster, grenade, or a faster melee attack. So I think that's it. I guess I could show you the vendor. Let's do that. Should be a fun video to upload. I am recording at 1080p, but this game runs at 30. Runs really smooth and fine. Game looks gorgeous. I do agree with some of the positive notes on this game. That the game looks gorgeous and it just feels real well. Here's your Vanguard quartermaster. This is where you're going to get your guns. You can buy some guns here. This is pre-order, I think. I don't know, the Vanguard Armory. And exchange, I think, some shit for shit. Here you can buy more vehicles here. And weapons. Weapons do not affect your light. And the last vendor...
New ship today?
You can buy ships here. Purely cosmetic here, and then you can buy some ships here. It's just, you can't even, here we go, you can't preview them. But they serve no purpose, then that's what you see when you zone. And people will see them if you're in a fire team. Okay. Okay, now classes. This is a, I know this might be boring, but this is a fun game. We're getting there. We will get there. We'll get to something. Is that guy stealthed? Or he's not loading in? Or he's leaving? You can see there's some people here. I think there's different servers and all that stuff. So, pressing the option buttons. We'll look at my Void Walker, which is your main class. So first off, you start off with a grenade. There's a grenade. I think it tells you what it looks like. Guess not. This is a grenade. It's kind of like you throw it out, and it does a dot component kind of a thing. It kind of like creates a wormhole type of thing, and it does area effect over X amount of time. This one is kind of like a scatter fragmentation grenade. It hits the ground, detonates, and then it scatters, and then it detonates again. That does damage. This is kind of a like a heat seeker, but it's kind of stupid. You throw it in an area, it tags all the people in it, and then it tries to attack the people. That is your L. Now you can also have glide. You learn this later on. Again, when you switch to your subclass for the first time, you're not going to have all your abilities that you had in the second time. There we go. So you can. It's either it's not both. It's I can have this grenade that has a dot component. I have this grenade that has like a scatter component, or this one has a heat seeker. It's really dependent on the boss. Some bosses you might want to have this, but this one is going to do significantly more damage if you get a good hit. Okay, now I think every class has this same type of thing where you're going to have a glide. I can jump in the air. I can, for better directional control, or even I can have an upgrade to provide an initial boost of speed, which is real nice. I like that. Or I can even fucking blink. Now, your special ability. So you get, this is your L1, R1. This causes a boost. Does it show up in the bottom right? No, it doesn't. This is, so this is for the void walker. The first one is a creates a vortex, damaging enemies inside. This is so you can have either, you know, this, or this. This is splits into 3 projectiles. This is really good for like doing shit ton of damage in a wide area, real fast. This one's kind of like the grenade, but it's bigger and does more damage. And Nova Bomb travels farther and faster. So I think it's this one or this one, and this seems to be an additive. Here is your for the Warlocks. It's an energy drain Voidwalker. It you know, drains energy and reduces the cooldown of your grenade, and it's going to do more damage. So over here, you increase movement speed and weapon speed, so you reload faster and all that stuff. Doing this then can significantly heal you. I'm not sure if this is actually worth it. I've only seen it work a few times, and significant is not significantly making me notice it. Killing an enemy with an energy drain reduces the cooldown. Okay, cool, that's good. Then we have like this section right here is pure stats. So do I want to be more? This is where I go back to the beginning with the Hunter, Titan, Warlock. You know, the base is that the Warlock has more recovery, but you can make it so it does have more more agility here. So I mean, all that stuff is really superficial, but I do prefer recovery over agility. So even here, I can have more agility and less recovery. And then here is just a kind of stupid. Another talent, enemies killed by a disability. This one, I don't... oh, yeah, they also have some of these have, like, training focuses all... Oh, I want that one. Some of these have, like, really weird things. So why is Nova Bomb tracks enemies? It doesn't, though. But it also increases armor for some reason. Increase the duration of, oh wow, there's some other things here too that I still haven't unlocked. Damaging enemies with a Nova Bomb or any grenade triggers the, okay. But so this is a lot of grinding and all that stuff. And then for the Sunslinger, which is, you know, it's kind of the same thing. You know, you got talents that increase, you know, your stats. But, you know, this one seeks out, it's kind of like you throw it out and then it seeks out nearby things, just doing shit ton of damage. For this one, the R1 and L1 are kind of like a buff to you. You know, this, or here it is, flying with your solar lights, or drastically filling yourself with solar light dramatically increases your effectiveness of all your abilities. So your cooldown, your grenade, and your R1, which is your Scorch for this guy, your melee attack, is going to do significantly more damage. It's also going to have a significantly faster reload. And then these seem to be maybe ands or ors, I don't know. You know, when activated, reduces all your cooldowns for your allies. That's pretty fucking cool. When activated, reduces incoming damage. That's really fucking cool. Radiance now can be activated beyond the grave. During doing so, return you from life. That's real cool. And then again, you know, boost and then some other stuff. But that's it for the Warlock. I mean, I could go into detail on other classes, but it's very similar, where you have your grenade. You can choose different grenades, different abilities, different properties, what your melee does, and then, you know, stats, and then some talents that change how spells work. Now the combat. So if we just press here, we go into space. So welcome to Destiny, an MMO. It's one of the best MMO first-person shooters. You either do it like PlanetSide, where it's all PvP, or you do it like this, where you're going to have PvE and PvP. But mostly focused on PvE. Ooh, I'm gonna need to get water, it's fucking talking. So your emblem is what you're going to show here, and this is what your ship looks like. Superficial. Your ship doesn't have a speed, doesn't have weapons. Maybe down the line in an expansion pack, they've outlined 3. They confirmed 3. They titled 2 over the next year. They said that they're going to support it for the next 10 years. Bull fucking shit. They will. And Notch said he's not selling out. Ba-dum-bum. Time for another story. He just made a shit ton of money. So, welcome to the world. First off, you do Earth, you head to Mars, head to the Moon, Venus, and the Mars. That's the main story. Reef is, there's nothing there. You go there twice. It's stupid. It is stupid. Stupid. Again, I do agree that the fucking story is garbage, but it's not a key point. It's not a fucking... Titanfall didn't have a story, yet it was still a great game and reviewed well. That's why I'm like, what the fuck is everybody spoken? Titanfall got tons of reviews, but nobody mentioned that it had no story. But yeah, there's even, dailies and weeklies. You and a bunch of friends. This one is... I think these are both solo. This one is... it doesn't throw you into a group. So the weekly is, Darkness Gather, blah, blah, blah. It's going to have some modifiers. So it's going to be heroic, so they're going to have more health. And they're also going to have arc burn, which allows them to take more damage from electrical weapons. And then this is heroic with juggler, which means... I'll fucking just go here. No ammo drops for your equipped weapon. So I can even go back to now hold on. So you get your Vanguard, which is your playlist stuff. So with here, you can get Vanguard gear, marks, and reputation. So you can do all this stuff. This is like a queue. This is like queuing up for dungeons in WoW or something, or in WildStar. Those are 2 MMOs I played this year that have this feature. This is a great feature. But, I mean, it's going to throw you in with 3 people. It's going to be fun. Or hard, depending on how shitty teams are. And then there's Crucible. I haven't done some Crucible, so I don't know. I assume there's going to be TDM, objective, and all that stuff. I want to wait for that. So it's 6 on 6. So, capture zones, you're going to get Crucible gear, reputation and marks, or reputation for your faction and marks for your faction. I went over the weeklies and dailies. Credits here, fuck, never press those. Never press that. What that is a trick. You cannot exit it. I had to close the fucking game down. Okay. Now, when you first start, there's even golden chests you can find. You go down here, blah, 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 do your missions. And then you can do the dungeon. So I can even do this dungeon. Wait, no. Actually, missions, I guess I can. Like the first mission, right here. Oh, I'm going to do this mission. Oh, wait, I can also add heroic stuff. I don't get any rewards, but, you're going to have bounties where you're going to do this. Impossible. Huh. Maybe they'll add stuff. Maybe if you like, I guess, going with a friend or something. What else? Even though there's more on Mars. Mars has 2 dungeons. But to do the dungeon, fire teams, or strikes, you need... these are the heroics. These are like adding modifiers and all that stuff. Okay, so there's 3 things you can do on the planet. You can do the missions, you can do the dungeons, which are the fire teams, the strikes, the story mission. All missions are story based. Or you can do a patrol. So let's Let's patrol on Mars. I like the mobs on Mars. Okay, so the mobs are, there's 4 mobs. There's the Fallen, which you encounter on every planet except you encounter them on Earth, the Moon, and Venus. The Hive, which you encounter on the Moon and Earth. The Vex, which you encounter on Venus and Mars, and the Cabal, which you encounter on Mars. So let's do a patrol. So what happens when you do a patrol? You're gonna get some loot, or you're gonna get some items. You're also gonna earn rep for your faction. So this is the cool thing. If you set off to a place to oh wow, I never even noticed there's lightning down there. If you set off to Moon or the Mars and you're not there, it just does this like teleporting thing. It's a little bit longer, but I wish it was. It's kind of cool on the first time. The patrols are there just to, like, you know, rep farm, and there's gonna be some like bounties, like do X amount of patrols on, you know, X.
This time we can go wherever we want.
God, I fucking hate her. I fucking hate you, Peter. Fuck you.
Guardians have been planting beacons
Okay.
to connect back to the tower.
So once you get onto the
We
patrol,
find them,
you
we
hit
can help
the
the city. I'm already detecting a few.
you know, touchpad. I don't know what it is on the Xbox 360 controller. Oh, there's one right here. So these are like your side quests. The fuck? Is that? Why is that person showing up? Oh, there it is. So I go here, get the mission.
Guardians, there is a powerful enemy near this
So it's
location.
usually, you know,
You
it's
may want
usually,
to
hey,
kill it
kill
before
this,
it
kill
kills
that,
you.
go there, kill only these. So it's really repetitive. But again, that's a fucking MMO. That's what you do with MMOs. I mean, there's even fucking mining in this, kind of. You find, like, helium coils or mots or something that, that you find throughout the world that you can pick up. But again, these environments are gorgeous. No idea what fucking moon that is. Or satellite, let alone. There's public events. I haven't actually seen that one in a long time, but I haven't been on patrol in a while. I got tons of videos of that. It seems like there's different ones for each planet. So let's see here. Oh, there's still ways to go. So your L2, your triggers, that's your boost. R2 for brakes. There we go. Okay, now combat. Combat is just like any other game. You know, if you ever played Call of Duty, it controls exactly like that. You know, left trigger is your ADS, right trigger is your fire. You know, L1 is your grenade. R2 is your. I think it's more like Halo, I guess. Oh wow! I killed him. I got that. Good for me. So in the bottom left, you got technically 3 cooldowns. One in the bottom left is your grenade. Right of that is your melee, bonus melee, but you can always melee. You can always melee, don't worry. And then that bar there, that's your main ability. That's your L1, R2 at this L1, R2 at the same time. So right here, I'm just gonna throw my grenade. Just a shit ton of damage, and then I'm supercharged. So what that means for me is everything's on. It's gonna be my abilities are gonna be faster. So go boom, and then every kill I do when I'm in this supercharged, I create orbs, and then people can pick up those orbs and get their cooldown reduced, which is again really smart. It allows you to kind of like be a little bit smarter. You want to be smart. You can technically, if you're really good, you could chain them. I was in a group earlier where we kind of chained a lot of them. They're based on kills too, so using them on a boss is really nice because they do significant damage. But you're not going to generate any orbs for your team. I think that's it for combat. You know, you got crouch, jump is your square, reload is you know, whatever button that is. Swapping is triangle. You know, left stick down is run. There is no right stick. Click. And just like any other MMO, you know how good it is depending on the dance. I think there's only 2 dances? I'm not sure. I think it's based on your gender. But, you know, you got your, up is your, wave. So I think females bow, or maybe warlocks? I don't know. Female warlocks? Down is your sit. Left is your point. And then right is the dance. I mean, it's the weirdest fucking dance. It's really weird. It's so random. What else? Let's see here. So I covered all that. I think that's it. I'll show you how. So you just press your button to your, you know, touchpad. There's no touchpad support. There's just a button. I fucking hate you, Sony. Why don't you just put the fucking button there? Maybe it was an afterthought or something. They knew that a lot of people didn't like the sticks because they're they're a lot better this time around. Do that, and we'll go into orbit. You can go into orbit anywhere. You can do it random anywhere you want it. If you do it in a mission, it doesn't quit the mission. You can go back in and go back to where you left off. Not exactly, but like a checkpoint. Okay. So Earth, you know, we got missions, patrols, dungeons. Anybody can do them. There is some missions where you're gonna need some bounties where you need to kill, you know, X. Some bounties where you're gonna have to go back to a mission, use heroic modifiers. As long as it's heroic, you could do it. So like, what do I have here? So I have defeat the divinized mind. Oh my, fuck it. Go in the black garden. Blah blah blah. Kill the boss there. Go here. And where's the black garden? Where's the black garden? Oh no, I went into the garden spire. That's what it is. And I go here, and then you can hit heroic. But again, there seems to be no reward for that. I don't understand why. But the modifier is heroic. Enemies appear to be in greater numbers and are more aggressive. So maybe if you want to have your challenge, if you're doing a mission by yourself, you hit a threshold when you're actually in the instance. If you die in that, the checkpoint gets reset. But if you're with somebody, they can revive you, or you wait 25 seconds or 30, and then you can respawn. Okay. I think that's it. Here's the Vanguard heroic playlists, queues you can queue up. I do strongly recommend that if you're 18, do 18. Don't do 20. Don't do this. The Vipers. Don't do Wolf. Don't do Tiger. Again, if you're 20, don't do Wolf or Tiger. There is a big difference. There is a big difference. I played Wolf with a bunch of 20s, or with 2 other 20s, and it was the painfulest thing ever. But it's easy. You can do this with friends, you know, party leader, and then he just throws you in the queue, and you keep on going. Once you're done with a mission, you get thrown back into the queue. Not with your group, which kind of sucks, because sometimes I do want to go with another group. Another thing is you get thrown into the queue like 20 minutes later, you can't do anything. So over the course of the game, you are going to get blues, or that you need to be identified and you want to go to the tower, but you need to exit out of the queue. It doesn't really matter. One thing I have noticed that is very curious is, if you haven't noticed, at the bottom there it says Fire Team 1 through 3, Cooperative, Matchmaking, and PlayStation Plus required, but it's not for here. I wonder if you can play this game by with offline, and if you are, I strongly recommend that you do not buy this game. This is a multiplayer only game. You can play this solo. I did, but I you know, it's so much easier just doing the missions by yourself, not relying on anybody. They're not hard. You really never have a problem if you know what you're doing. Never, if you feel like it's too hard, just tone it back. Sometimes I've wanted to go in there and, you know, do a harder mission, but the harder mission was significantly harder. But that's it. I really find this is a really good game. I feel like this might be a B-, C+. I really don't think you should give this game, like, at the lowest probably a C- or like a 70 or something. The game works fine. It's just really repetitive. But that's a fucking MMO. So that's I think that's it. Hope I haven't gone on too long. But thanks for watching, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe. And I got a bunch of other videos from like dungeons I've done. I'll throw those in the description too. But see you later.